here turkey hunting. So I got to a pretty good spot here that I was wanting to get to. And it's starting to get daylight. So I'm going to try to get the cameras going. Okay, I started out this morning in the dark, so I was parked here before a little over an hour before daylight, and you can see right here I'm getting ready and getting my gear on. So I just filmed with the thermal camera at first because it's dark. Alright, so you'll see me put my backpack on. And then, like I said, I'm just using the thermal camera. And I'm scanning around in the trees as well. I'm looking to see if I see any owls up in the trees or if I see any turkeys. Looking for turkeys roosted up in the trees. And all I'm doing is using my green flashlight, going through the woods early in the morning like this, before daylight, to looking for signs, looking for turkey tracks, turkey droppings, as I'm going through here, and then also stopping and panning around, looking in the trees with the thermal camera. Again, trying to see if I see any roosted turkeys with the thermal camera. So that's one of the things with hunting is stopping and looking, and I do that with the thermal camera as well. I'll stop and pan around in the trees for turkeys. I'll move up a little bit, I'll stop and pan around in the trees for turkeys. Okay, so right here is where I'm putting my backpack on. So you can see I actually got a red flashlight head mount on my hat. But I mostly use the green flashlight while I'm in the woods early in the morning like that. And you'll see me pan around in the trees a lot. I'm looking for nice big oak trees for the limbs, nice big limbs for the turkeys to roost on. So I've seen them roost in the pine trees quite a bit. And I'm listening for owls. Like I said, this is like an hour. This is over an hour before daylight. And this trail here is pretty grassy, but there's some places through here where I'm looking for tracks. There's a few muddy areas here and there that I'm looking for turkey tracks with the green flashlight. I'm looking for any signs of turkeys. But first thing this morning, I've actually got a spot that I scouted out, and that's where I'm headed to. So I'm gonna get in there and get set up before daylight. As you can see right here, I'm walking with the camera. So I'll walk a little bit, I'll stop, and I'll pan around with the camera some, looking around. And then I'll walk a little bit, and then I'll stop, and I'll pan around and look around some more with the camera. So whenever I'm out here hunting or out here filming, that's what I like to do. That's a hunting technique. Alright, this right here is a cypress swamp right there. It's really thick. So the turkeys have plenty of water, they have plenty of cover. They can move all around the edge of that swamp. Of course they wouldn't be moving around right now, the sun's still dark. Alright, and now right in here you're going to see this bird come up. And he's going to land up here in front of me on this down tree. So I could see him with the thermal camera as I got up here, because I'm stopping and looking through the camera. Yeah, see, here he is. So he landed right there in the trail, right in front of me. So I stopped. I didn't want to spook him. I just stopped and watched him and give him a minute and let him do his own thing and let him fly away on his own. I didn't want to spook him and have him doing any distress calls or alarm sounds and giving away my position that there's a person in the woods. This thermal camera is really good for some pretty good details here. You can see pretty good everything. You see that bird again up there on the far left? I've seen him a couple more times there. As it gets close to daylight too, all the birds start coming out and singing and chirping, and you can hear it. It's really good, really nice out there. Alright, now this is something I don't see in my area. This is the first one of these I've seen in this area. It's called a trident. The way that pine tree is shaped is called a trident. And I saw this one because I'm scanning around in the trees for the turkeys being roosted. So I'm seeing a lot of these trees don't really have the big limbs for turkeys to sit in. And there's another shot of that trident. So right here it's still not quite daylight yet, but I'm almost to the spot where I'm gonna sit. like I said, I got up in here and sat down and was sitting here waiting for it to get daylight, and then listening and watching. I've got the camcorder on. Okay, I got the GoPro on it. So I'm just going to set it over here for the moment. I'm going to move for a second. Let's do this camera over here. Alright, I just turned on the GoPro now. I changed out the battery a few minutes ago. I got my other one over there, the cross tour, going, filming me. And I got so I got that one sitting on the log there filming me. And I got the camcorder. You can see I replaced the tripod. I got another tripod for it since the other one broke. And I got it camouflaged to help for out here. So I got the thermal camera sitting there too, filming. And I got the tripod on it camouflaged some too. So I just wanted to give you my view, show you my view here. So I'm sitting here turkey hunting. I've been making the calls here and there. But this time, right here where they burned all this turkeys can easily walk around through these burnt palmettos feeding. That'll give them a lot of food right there. And there's a lot of new growth too, all through there for the deer and all other animals. So this is my view right now. I got up in here right before it got daylight. So I haven't heard any turkeys here yet. If I don't hear any soon, I'll get up and move around a little bit. See if I can locate some turkeys. Here's the turkey track right there. That looks pretty good size too. So he was walking around out here. So I'm thinking next time I come, I think I want to hang out right in here. because I got a feeling those hens are going to be making their nests up in that thick stuff right there. So the tom should be hanging around pretty close, I would think. I've seen the turkey tracks out here before when I was out here hunting, right out here along this trail. And then a couple weeks back when I came out here, I've seen their tracks again out here. So that'll probably be my next strategy, because they're close to water right there in that swamp, and plenty of food all out here, all around the edge of that swamp, and all out here around these burnt pines and palmettos. And then that real thick stuff right over there would be a really good place for the hens to have their nests, to lay in the eggs. And I was trying to watch through these pine trees coming in this morning to see if I see if I can see any turkeys in the roosting in the trees. So I think that's going to be my next, when I come next weekend, I'll try right in here. See how we do. So that kind of gives me a little scouting and strategy for next time. So that's a pretty good turkey trap there. You know, I have seen in the past too when I was out hunting that I've seen turkeys out here. I've seen a flock of turkeys in an area like this that they were walking around out here feeding. And then here comes a hunter like me walking along the trail here. And all of a sudden all the turkeys disappeared before he got to them. And then when the hunter went on down the trail and was gone, then all the turkeys came right back out. So they just went into hiding in areas like this right here. An area like this, it was a lot of tall grass and stuff similar to this. So they just went into hiding, and then after he went by, they came right back out. They didn't leave or run off or fly off or nothing. They were right there. And then with me being quiet and still, sitting down beside the bottom of an oak tree, they came walking all around me. So they could be here nearby right now. So on my first hunt, the first day out here when I was walking up in here, where I showed you that bird in the thermal camera, this is where he was right here. Where he flew out here and he landed on that branch on that log. So I just wanted to do a daytime comparison so you could see what the log looks like compared to what it looked like in the thermal camera. And when I got up here, I didn't want to walk on up and disturb him. I wanted to let him go on by himself before I walked on up there. I didn't want him making any disturbed sounds or alarms or anything.